When I was a little girl, I loved horses. But like many girls of my age, I was not riding horses, but I was the horse. During the summer, I trained my horse skills. All day long, I was walking in the garden, up and down a lane with very sharp shells, bare feet to improve the growth of my hoofs. I was laying in the fields and practicing all the names of the plants and looking at the microscopic life in front of me. And I was feeling so happy, being so close to nature. So eventually I decided not to become a horse, but to be a designer, trying to have an influence on the life surrounding and being able to change this and create my own world. Basically, design your own life. Thank you, IKEA. But what IKEA actually means is buy our stuff, put it in your house, and the more stuff you have, the less empty is your house or your life. As a designer, it may be a bit weird to say this, but I don't care at all about stuff. What really matters to me is the experience of the world around us and how we see this. So even the rich people will find out that it was not the amount of money that they paid or the color of their Ferrari that makes them feel happy. It is the experience of speed, the wind in your face, and the feeling of flying that makes them happy. So I started a design studio a couple of years ago, and I did this together with my partner, Ralph Nauta, the love of my life. And we met each other at Design Academy Eindhoven. And Ralph used to be a robot when he was a little kid. Oh, I'm sorry. What attracted me to him was his interest in science fiction. Ralph had seen every science fiction movie that was made, and this was a completely new world to me. So I had only seen Aliens, so for me, science fiction was equal to living in space in the dark with robots and fighting intergalactic wars, trying to prevent the human race to be destroyed. So Ralph looked at it at a complete different way. And he was interested in how the creators could think of all these new technologies and all these new environments that were created with species living together, and how all these technologies and inventions had a big influence on our technologies today. So in between the stars and the intergalactic wars, I started to see their beauty as well. So the robot and the horse started dreaming together, and we called our studio Drift. One of the projects and the unusual projects that I want to tell you about and that we worked out was called Fragile Future. It was my graduation project. And this was actually the first time in 20 years that I started to realize that I could use my knowledge that I had gained when I was a child, being a horse. So what I did was this. I went into my garden and collected dandelion clocks. And then I glued with tweezers every single seed, parachute, one by one on an LED. And in this way, I created a new dandelion as an electrical component. And I was intrigued by the combination of these complementary elements, nature versus technology. So I started to draw electrical systems and implemented this natural component in it. The final result was a modular system out of electrical circuits with real dandelions that could lighten up. And with this element, I could build up structures on walls, and as if these electrical circuits had a mind of its own and could overgrow all our buildings. My friends thought I was crazy. It was an impossible project and it was far too fragile. But this was exactly what I wanted to express. Not everything is replaceable. If you break a dandelion, it is gone. If you kill all the tigers in the world, they are gone. It's the same. It requires a different thinking, that we should take better care of the things that are around us. So, I could never imagine that 5 years later, I was running a business of gluing dandelion seeds on LEDs. Today, we employ 15 girls making and gluing these dandelion seeds on LEDs that we have taught all these skills. Twice a year, we go into the fields when it's dandelion time, and we collect thousands of dandelions. We pick them, we store them, and we dry them. And then they wait in their boxes until we use them in our systems. With this electrical circuit, we developed it into a three-dimensional module, and of which we can build up any possible shape, and the electricity will always keep on running. So with this module, we can build up any shape, like chandeliers or sculptures. So this module, where the electricity runs through, is laser cut from out of phosphorus bronze. And then the laser cut parts are bent in 15 different bending molds, and then they're clicked together in an ingenious system, and then we have one of these modules. So the production process of Fragile Future is high-tech, but at the same time very low-tech. And working with nature so closely makes me wonder if it's not nature that is the high-tech part in it. These intangible emotions and feelings is exactly the things that we try to catch with the projects that we do with our studio. We are very interested in technology, but it's not technology that we want to show. We use technology to show and spread these visions that we have, and to show that technology can be used as a tool to create a better world that's good for us and our environment. What we need is design that makes us dream. Design that makes us remember that we are part of nature. Beautiful nature. That's worth fighting for.